like the Sportscasting couch, man.
Hot, 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 hike.
Welcome to the Sportscasting Couch. My name's Josh. Joined with me as always, Ryan and Paul.
Yo.
I guess always Paul, and once in a while Ryan.
Says the guy that missed 2 podcasts.
Where's the tally?
It is 2-2, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Whatever.
Shout out to Tony.
Yeah,
Shout
Tony.
out.
I think he's still. Well, nope, no, he's gone.
Fuck Tony then.
He gone.
Just kidding.
What are we, episode 20? Fuck, man. We're doing this 20 weeks now. It's
Is that how it works?
Well, some of us are doing this for 20 weeks.
Yeah.
18 over here.
18 for Josh, 18 for Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
20 for Paul, because, he lives here.
It's
It's not fair. It doesn't count.
We have to drive 45 minutes just
Guy
to get
lives,
to him.
Guy lives here, but still can't finish.
There might be an episode where I can't make it, where I'm just upstairs the whole time.
Then
Should,
that's the
that'd be
episode that we
awesome.
don't also make it because we don't know how to press record.
Yeah.
Well, I'll press
No, it's the
record
red
for you.
Okay, cool.
But I'll have a child that I have to watch. Yeah.
It's not gonna
I'll get him on the podcast.
So, yeah, that would be fucking great. I'll tell you something weird about that. So we're episode 20. We're a week and a half away from the big game. I don't think we're allowed to say Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Are we
Josh
not
did-
We
why
don't
are
make money off of it.
Why
Fuck
are we
it.
not allowed to say Super
I
Bowl?
don't
You're
know.
not allowed to do, and you're not allowed to do that if you're like making money off like commercials and stuff. They're not allowed to say it. They call it the big game.
Yeah. So anyway, the Super Bowl is about a week and a half away. Obviously, the Patriots and the Eagles are going to that game.
Mm-hmm.
But also, that will be our draw date for to win a beanie. All you got to do is like and share the contest post that is on our Facebook page.
Facebook.com/sportscastingcouch.
That's it, yeah. Send in your... Actually, I have Madden now. I'm total fucking garbage. I gotta...
I think Ryan on his phone.
I'm just saying that
Participating
I'm
like
looking at
crazy.
this article. It says Sylvester Stallone predicts Eagles win.
Obviously, he's
By knockout.
he's Rocky.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah,
Rocking a Asante Samuel jersey. Is that what that is?
can I finish? I always do this at the end of the show.
Is that what that is? 22?
22 was Asante.
Oh, fucking asshole.
Guys, I thought he was old.
I'm pretty
I
sure it
didn't
says
think he was that
Stallone on the
old.
back though.
Oh, I guess.
Whatever. You good there, Ryan?
Eagles Fletcher Cox says he's never watched a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he said I don't watch sports. Why are you watching Eagles?
You know what? There's...
News.
It was on the fucking score, man. I can't say that because my fuck.
Oh, my God.
No, night's over. Fucking douche tits is here.
More cheers, more beers, man. That's it. That's all.
Oh.
Oh, fucking douche tits himself.
Let me
Hey
continue.
Mike, we got a book. Where's Mike's book?
Let me continue. Oh,
Just fapping away at that like
it's on there
button.
somewhere.
Look at him go.
Let me finish what I was saying. We're about a week and a half away from that
This is
draw
your
for the-
personal book.
Jesus Christ. I can't do this.
You got to put a picture of Mike Saj instead of that owl. Can you Photoshop that?
We're going to draw a beanie in a week and a half on the Super Bowl. I'm going to
That still
pace
happening?
it. Yeah, I'm trying to finish it.
Can I win?
My brother will.
No.
Imagine, if you win, I'm quitting the show.
Yeah, I'll pretty
Same.
much probably quit. Yeah.
Let's rig it then. Fuck it.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to draw for the beanie on the Super Bowl. I'm going to post it on Facebook because it's a Facebook-only contest. So.
Hi, Mom. My mom's on
Oh,
Instagram.
hi, Kelly. It's Ryan. I know you don't care.
And then what we're doing right now is we do go live kind of for the intro. Well, we do a pre-show. Not a pre-show. Mic check. I don't really need to, but I do the mic check, and then we do a little bit of the show live on Instagram or Facebook. Actually, we're doing Instagram right now. We got a couple followers.
Right, my mom and Ryan. Or my mom and
Ryan.
Mike.
Ryan's on there.
Forever.
He doesn't even watch the show.
Oh,
or,
Emmett Pack.
And
What
then
does that say?
send. Can you stop fucking? Don't worry about
I
that.
hope she embarrasses
Don't
you
point it at me.
live on the internet.
There we go.
There you go. All about Ryan.
Yeah. I do have Madden now. I'm practicing for our Madden Bowl that's going to take place at my house on Super Bowl. And like I said, I am total fucking dog shit at that game. So,
Yeah.
fuck.
So it hasn't changed over the past 15 years.
Actually, I used to be not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just really bad. Like,
I remember you used to get the stats sent to your email after you'd play every single game. And then you would send me them. I just lost a mic by 50.
yep, that's accurate. So today on the show, I kind of want to do. We're not going to do picks. This will be the first week we actually don't do picks on the show.
Aren't we doing picks of something else?
Yeah, we're going to do picks for the award. Jesus Christ, you really need to eat something, eh?
No, that wasn't me.
That was you.
That was you.
Yeah.
I promise you that wasn't me.
100%. It wasn't me.
It was a ghost.
It was
Okay,
definitely
so if it wasn't me and it
better
wasn't
not
you,
be a ghost.
It wasn't
I'm gonna
me.
freak the fuck
it was
out.
Mike.
Yeah, it was Mike.
That was me.
Fuck yeah.
We're going to do NFL awards picks. I've recorded some of them, and then I wrote your names next to it just to see who you pick for MVP, Coach of the Year, stuff like that.
Man of the year.
Man of the Year also. We
JJ
can do.
Watt.
There's.
JJ Watt.
We're not there yet.
MVP.
We're not there yet. We're gonna do that, and then at 7:30, which I don't know what time. 10. So we got 20 minutes until Brian Baldinger comes on from NFL Network and the Meatlocker Podcast. What else? 97. What 5?
The Fanatic.
The Fanatic. Josh listens to.
NFL
so
Network.
got a little bit of a boner.
You said that already.
for that.
NFL
Yeah.
Network as well.
You got questions or?
All of them.
Yeah.
Remember last time?
I don't have any questions. I don't have any questions.
I didn't have any last time either, and they just kept coming to me.
Yeah. Well, one after another. It'll come. He's got a lot he can answer about, games and shit. So, I guess we kind of have news today, just a little
Yay.
bit. A little bit.
I had news, but you guys yelled at me for researching.
Well, Ryan just said he has some news for us.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. I don't want to hear about no fucking people got to
No,
wear
we're good.
helmets and shit.
We're fine.
Okay. I don't really have. No. I brought up. I had one point I want to bring up ahead of the Super Bowl. We got one team, two goats. Okay. We got Belichick and shut up. We got Belichick and Brady. And I think I might have asked this actually earlier in the season when, Patriots, they were doing half decent during the year, and I thought they were going to kind of slide this year. I didn't think they were going to finish as good as they have and obviously move on to the Super Bowl. Who's more responsible for the other's greatness? Would you say without Belichick, Brady's not a GOAT, or vice versa? You know
Without
what I mean?
deflated balls, Brady's not
I
the
think
GOAT.
without Belichick, Brady's not the GOAT. Without Brady, Belichick's still the GOAT because he's proved he can do it with other quarterbacks. Just choose to do it with Brady because that's what they do. They make quarterbacks, and then they trade them away for obscene amounts of
Well, that's like, Garoppolo
shit.
had some success there. You had Brissett had a little bit of success there
Matt
too.
Castle before that.
Yeah, so maybe it. I mean, where did Belichick came from? Cleveland, right? And went
Failed.
Failed, of course. Who doesn't fail in Cleveland these days? And then went to New England. Do we know what year? It's just slipping my mind. I'm not too sure.
1812.
Damn.
Oh, no, wait, that was something else. I don't know.
That's when Canada burned down Washington, D.C.
Too soon, right?
It's only been 200 years. Wait. Something like that.
202?
207.
5?
Math.
So what are we? It was an 18. 206.
We're really bad at
206.
math on this show.
Quick maths.
You ever notice we were really bad at math?
I don't even remember what the number. What are we talking about?
1812
All right.
plus 200 is whatever.
We're good.
We
So
lost
you're
many
saying-
followers for mentioning that shit.
It's 205.
So without
I did it.
Belichick, you're thinking that Brady is not a GOAT, which
Yeah.
I don't know. It's easy to say that because he's had a success. We haven't seen Brady without
Without
Bill
Drew
Belichick.
Bledsoe getting hurt, Brady's not even playing.
isn't that kind of
Well,
interesting
I'm sure he
thought,
would
too.
eventually play.
You don't know that. What if Drew Bledsoe, didn't get hurt and
And then-
continued and they won a couple of Super Bowls and Brady just,
Then he gets
fizzled out.
old.
Didn't marry Giselle Bundchen and he's just chilling.
Didn't start wearing Uggs.
Didn't start wearing Uggs. No TB12 diet.
Mm-hmm.
And just, he's like fucking.
Belichick's just the king
accountant.
of figuring out a way to win every single game. He takes away your best weapon every single time. So it doesn't matter who his quarterback is, they're still going to win. But I think Brady is obviously very, very good. And when you see him in, he performs a lot better than the other quarterbacks that are coming in
Yeah,
that system.
What do you think Belichick's game plan is going to be to beat the Eagles?
Score more points?
we're not there yet.
I'm
You-
asking.
Yeah.
I can't ask that question right now.
Yeah,
you
you
have a
can.
fucking timeline.
You got-
No, fuck you.
Well, I have
Yeah,
15
I'm not
minutes.
even asking that.
I'll message
question.
him now. But yeah, go on. What do you think about that?
What?
What was the question? You talking? Oh,
You said what? What is Belichick's strategy going to be to beat the
Well,
Eagles?
we can't talk about that yet.
It's not the time.
Because they're fucking...
I don't know. It's
Sick answer. All right,
To
that's
me-
the next question.
okay. There it is. That was it. I don't know.
No, go ahead.
The best game plan that anyone's had against the Eagles defense has been the New York Giants, where every single time they would throw a bunch of quick slants, and because the Eagles DBs, they line up about 10 yards off the guy, and they play more of a bend but don't break defense. What happens, they rely on that pressure to get to him, but the pressure is not going to get to him if they do these quick slants with those open gaps, and then off of those they run the fake slant, and then they go. Right, and it's gotten them. I don't know. I didn't understand why Minnesota didn't try it. They kind of just tried to go for the deep ball all the time.
I think Case Keenum realized he's Case Keenum.
Yeah, it's
And-
possible.
And
So you think the Patriots are going to come out and give Brady those easy dink and dunk passes?
The
'Cause
Eagles, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. Same
Because
shit.
that's been literally their defense every single game this year. They're about 10 yards off 5 to 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and they're more of a they're playing their deep zone. They're by themselves. They don't have safety help over top, and they rely on that defense creating quick pressure. And that's why the Giants, who couldn't really do anything against anyone, were easily moving up and down the field against the Eagles. They weren't scoring because it was a bend but don't break. Once it got closer, they moved in a little bit more because they couldn't get beat over top.
So the Patriots receivers are going to have free release off the line on the Super
If
Bowl.
they play how they have been. I don't know if they could switch it
Are
up
they
and do something
comfortable,
different.
you
They
know, in
haven't
the
bumped. They
press?
don't bump. They don't. No, they
So
don't.
they're
They
not
don't.
comfortable
They
in the
don't.
press.
Why they might be comfortable, but that's just not who really they are. Jalen Mills he's more of a zone corner. He's not really that good in man. When he does have man, he does get beat. He doesn't have as quick of feet. Darby's quicker, but at the same time, he's still getting beat. I don't know.
well, let's jump backwards a little bit instead of looking at.
Welcome to the Sportscasting Couch. My name is Josh.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm not there. Okay.
Not that far.
That's trippy, man. Does it sound exactly like
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Instead of looking ahead to the Super Bowl, just because we're kind of, going to do the awards and all that crap this week, let's look back on that Jacksonville New England game. I predicted, I was so close.
Wait. Which one of us got it right, though?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
Oh, okay.
it was so
We
close
just had
for
a
me
Josh
to.
moment right there.
Hey, I predicted their Patriots were going to get 24 points.
You were really close. My brother pointed it out that
Yeah.
literally if the Jags would have scored a touchdown
With that last 2 minutes, yeah.
he would have had the exact score of the Jags winning.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, it was.
But then broke Bortles.
yeah,
By,
that
like,
was
half a yard. If what's his face fucking
Oh, the same.
that
Yeah.
DB on that deep ball. Fuck, what was his name?
Oh my God, it bugs
Patriots
me.
DB. that saw
Oh,
that
Gilmore. Yeah, he
Yes.
did the same thing against the Patriots before too. with
Yeah,
the
in
Bills,
2015. Yeah.
ball. Yeah, it was unreal play, and it's just
Yeah, it was a great defensive play.
If you didn't touch that ball, it's a touchdown. The game's
Mhm.
over.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You don't think Brady can come back? Yeah,
What kind
he's
of bugged
not
me
good enough. You're right.
about that was
against that defense? I don't think he could have because defense was giving him fits all day. So I don't know.
I think what kind of bugged me was that they know they're in a 4-down situation and they're kind of going for the first down on each shot where they still had timeouts. So I didn't really agree with how they were playing that last 2 minutes of the game.
It's true. If it was Paul
What?
and he was playing Madden, he would have threw an interception on the first down, and then he would have let
Yeah.
you score, just so you can throw another interception the next play.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that strategy?
Nothing,
nothing wrong with that. You get the ball back.
Ball back.
It was insane. The New England Patriots halftime adjustments must be the best in the league or something, because when they look back on last year's Super Bowl, them coming out after half, and they took the fourth quarter to come back 25 points down. Which, did you see the flags in during that game too?
Which game?
I think it was actually maybe it was the Eagles game. There's people holding up the 25-3 flag or 28-3 flags. You ever see the New England, like, you know how everybody has those the box score of the Atlanta?
Mhm, yeah.
So there was flags.
Oh, I
People
think you
are-
meant like ref flags.
No,
That's
no,
what you're talking about.
No. People are
It's like
actually
banners type
It's
thing,
almost
yeah.
like a banner, yeah.
Mhm.
But it's just a giant flag.
Mhm.
But their halftime adjustments must be, it's second to none, because
Well, you got the best
Well,
coach of all
it's-
time and the best quarterback of all time.
Think about it though. It
But
was pretty
defensive-
pathetic. Even Tony Romo was saying in the first half, like all the Jags have it for an offense is they're going to run the ball and they're going to try these short little passes because Blake Bortles doesn't have a good arm. Or
that
he's
first
going to
half
scramble.
it was working. Fuck.
Yeah, but because the New England Patriots were just allowing him to have it. They were giving him everything underneath, and then they changed their defense. They got closer. They were more aggressive, and
Tightened up.
they completely shut him out.
Load the
How
box,
I thought it would have
stop
been the
4-0.
entire game.
Yeah, it was
But
crazy.
I thought it was hilarious. I was like, I think we might have talked about it in the chat. We're like, well, this is the Lions' future coach. He can't even stop the Jags offense. He's supposed to be a defensive genius, and he can't even stop the Jags. But then they fixed it.
And then, Ryan, do you have any notes on that game at all? I just didn't like the last 2 minutes of that game. I mean, I really thought they were going to do something with,
I
four
thought it was
timeouts,
really
three
great.
timeouts.
I thought the game was over, especially when Gronk went out.
Yeah,
Right, they didn't.
that was a
have
big
lot of
blow,
weapons.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's huge.
They didn't really utilize their running backs a whole lot, especially in the passing game.
Mhm.
yeah,
Amendola had a huge game.
yeah.
Right, but
What a throw by Brady, though, to get him in the back of the end zone like that.
it's
And
unreal.
Amendola, but
he still
you know
got
what?
velocity on his throws. Which
A lot of people are
boggles
talking
my
about
mind.
Tom Brady and how amazing that throw is, but think of how nice that catch was too.
Great catch.
They,
was
a
a
lot
good
of the
catch, yeah.
times the wide receivers don't get enough credit for their catches. I feel.
Well, they got
Even-
giant hands. If the ball's near him, they should be able to catch it. Maybe except for Amendola, he's a little guy.
He's a small dude.
Yeah,
They're all
but
really
s-
small dudes.
They are
Chris
small.
Hogan's probably their biggest receiver.
Oh, on the Patriots, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about receivers in general.
That's why I was like, when you said that the Eagles are going to play off a little bit, that's what they've been doing all season. It's like, why not get up on these smaller receivers? Kick them
The
free
DBs
looks.
are smaller. They're
smaller.
like
Amendola's
6
small.
foot. They're basically 6 foot.
Brandon
but,
Cooks
like,
is small.
That's the thing, though. If you get up on them and you're playing man, they're too quick-footed that they're going to get open immediately, regardless if you're there. I'm thinking that they're going to have to use like the slot corners or the linebackers to watch those zones more, but I don't even know if that's how it's going to go.
And then jump into the Minnesota-Philly game just before Baldy here in 10 minutes. It was really just a blowout. I
Mhm.
mean, look at it, 38
Well,
to
it was
7.
obvious.
Yeah, I
Uh,
fell asleep.
I think I turned it off too. I was just, it was kind of getting late for me and work the next day at 6 a.m. and all that shit. So I didn't see the whole game.
I watched it 3 times, so
Probably. It seemed like there was a
yeah.
I
I
think
record them all. I rewatch them all.
NFL.com I think posted, or on Instagram they posted the flea flickers from Championship Sunday, and there was 3 or 4
There
this
was
weekend.
2 in the Patriots-Jags game.
Yeah.
Did either of them work?
Jags ran it. Didn't work. He checked down for like 10 yards. Well, it kind of worked.
The
He got
thing
the
is,
first
yeah,
down.
it's tough to run a trick play in
And
the
then the
NFL.
very next possession, Brady ran it.
Yeah.
For the Patriots.
They're like, fuck you, yeah.
They ran it, and I don't think it worked.
No, I don't think theirs did.
They don't really fall for it. Like once you see that receiver release, they stay on.
The
you.
Vikings really fell for it. Did
Yeah.
you see on that one it was Torrey Smith on, it was the guy from Michigan State, the corner from Michigan State, Trey Waynes.
Trey Waynes, yeah.
He was on him, and you could just see he just got caught looking in the backfield. He literally broke down at 10 yards. He saw the handoff, and he just kind of stopped there. And then right as he stopped, Torrey Smith has turned it upfield, and
It's them picking on a young corner.
mhm.
I'm just
And then
trying-
Harrison Smith it was too late over top.
Is it the 41-yard?
Yeah.
Yeah. TD.
Big screen, please.
He's been one step ahead of Mike Zimmer all night.
The Eagles are 6 for 8 on 3rd down.
It wasn't even a good sell.
Foles launches
No,
Just a perfect throw. He couldn't have put it in any other spot, or it would have been stopped. But
And they're already way ahead at that point too. 24-7 at that point. And
yeah, you'll see the replay.
so
They show the
it-
corner just
I can
completely.
see why that
just
would
gets
work
caught in the
at
back.
24-7 though. I mean,
Watch right here.
Oh, it's the old fucking the old stock block and go.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. The old lazy.
Yeah. He fell for it. He turned around. He just stopped.
you know what that reminds me of?
It's funny
Brian?
because they probably set that shit up all day where you're just like, I'm going to come out, set up outside all lazy.
Yeah, they probably
like,
saw that he was doing that when they did it. Yeah.
Ryan, you know what that
stops.
it reminds me of exactly is when we were playing, I think it was Kennedy, but I'm not sure, the very first play of the game where Tessier ran the play action and I just ran deep.
And dropped it.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the video. Right down the middle.
Yeah,
You
I have
outran everybody by like 10 yards and
Yeah. I
right in
have
your
a
hands.
5-yard set. It came over my
deep
head and
post.
yeah, and
Right in the bread basket.
no, it came. Well, yeah,
I
it came
dropped
over
one
my
too,
head
it's all
and
good.
same game. I think we both scored our first. No,
At least I
no,
tried the layout for mine, but I still should have caught that shit.
But whatever, that's what that reminds me of. Just trying to think of what we can do before Baldy here. We got about 6 minutes. I mean, we probably could just call him early if you want to try.
Go for it.
You got his number there?
did he even answer you?
I'll check. Probably did. I'll give him the 15-minute warning.
He's too busy doing NFL Network shit.
He didn't answer me yet.
Yeah, so give him 5 more minutes. We'll go.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Okay, well, actually, I do have something then I can bring up. Did you see the Carson Wentz jersey tops Brady's finally for
Nobody cares.
top selling? Sorry, I had to do it for Josh.
He's the real GOAT, right? So
Not really, but so they actually. There he is.
that's because everybody
Give him the
outside
old
of New
shaka,
England
brah.
hates New England.
Shaka,
But here's the top 30.
Is this the shocker?
That's the Shaka Bra.
Ooh,
Shaka
Dak Prescott
Bra,
number
okay.
3. That's surprising.
Yeah, the only reason
That's
I
because
actually.
Dallas, they're
Uh,
worldwide.
Yeah, that's the only reason I brought up
garbage.
this list was because I was kind of.
Who's the first
surprised
Broncos?
by it.
Probably Von Miller. I don't see one.
Philadelphia Bakery bans
yeah,
Boston
yeah.
Cream Donuts ahead of Super Bowl.
Yeah, so you got.
That's Philly fans for you.
30.
Well, the
Best donut ever, and they just ban it. 'cause, you know,
Minnesota banned some like cheesecake or Philadelphia cream cheese and something. I forget what it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Banning food.
Oh, here's a surprise jersey at
oh,
number
it's a
7.
lineman.
Villanueva, yeah, but he's a Army vet. That's why
Oh,
he started out as a defensive tackle for the Eagles, and then they brought him over. Or then the Steelers picked him up because the Eagles just dropped him, or he might have been on practice squad, and then they brought him over to the Steelers and they changed him to a left tackle. Now he's their starting left tackle.
it's funny. I thought this would actually be a little bit higher than Derek Carr's, as Marshawn Lynch is at 14.
Is this just this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah,
Witten's still selling jerseys? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Adam Thielen jerseys?
Von
What?
Miller, Juju.
Yeah. Todd Gurley, Khalil Mack. Oakland's a pretty good fan base for buying
Mitch
shit.
Yeah, they're-
Trubisky, what the
TJ
They're all
Watt,
over the
Christian
place, too.
McCaffrey.
This you would think would be a little bit
Jimmy
higher now
G.
that he really is.
Well, the only reason is he came like
Undefeated,
Oh,
man.
that was
4
late.
weeks.
Yeah, that's
left,
true.
or
He's
6
their
weeks left or
Jesus right
whatever.
now.
Yeah.
You got to sign him to a contract.
Josh, do you even have a Wentz jersey?
No, I do not, but I will get one day.
Authentic or Chinese?
If I get a Wentz jersey, it's authentic.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
That's why I got a.
Damn.
I don't
You
think
wouldn't?
will.
No.
When you get your Wentz jersey, you're not gonna get it authentic.
No, get it Chinese and then burn it.
That's rude.
I wouldn't do that.
I want to go through these.
Did you see
after.
that first one?
No, I don't care.
Famous World Series better put 8 figures on Eagles to win Super Bowl.
Yes, I was going to bring this up, but then I found this article. But yeah, this is pretty crazy actually. So this article popped up online about this bettor who's
He spelled better with an O?
Bettor. Yeah.
It's weird.
Some Eastern European dude under 30 years old that he's huge into World Series. Well, he bet money
Eastern
and
Europe, so
won
fucking-
14 million on the LA Dodgers this year for the World Series.
So some Polish guy. What do they know
He
about
plans to
football?
drop at least $10 million on the Eagles to defeat the Patriots in the big game.
Which is crazy. So if it was 10 million now, the money line right now,
What are
it
the
depends on
odds?
which way he's going, but he's plus 180. So do some math.
Math.
We're not doing math on this show anymore, man. Done with it. But I do want to go through some of
See,
these.
Scroll up, man. What are you doing?
We're not doing this. We're like a minute away from Baldy
I
here.
just want to see it then. He's not even answering. He's not coming on. Scroll up.
You
Scroll
announced
up.
it too early. It's not happening now.
Thank you. Scroll down. I want to see put it a little bit more.
Where? You want me to go down?
So I can see the stuff right there. Okay, scroll up. I can't see the top.
Oh my
All right.
fuck.
So what is this? Spread?
Yeah. So right now it opens at 5.5 for the Patriots.
So what's this for? So this is for Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah, this is Super Bowl MVP. This is just the game line right now. So, obviously, Patriots are going to be favored in that game.
It's funny because it's
5.5
literally
points, so
in the top 6 people. It's one Eagle. The rest of them are Patriots.
yeah,
Nick Foles.
yeah, top 6.
That's
yeah.
7.
Yeah, I know.
I can see Amendola winning it. I can see Deion Lewis winning it.
They got to win the game for that to happen, though.
Well, we can go through it now. Then fuck it.
Okay, scroll down more.
Okay, so Super Bowl MVP got Tom Brady at 4 to 5 odds. Nick Foles at 3 to 1. Fuck, I mean, if Tom Brady wins another Super Bowl, how are you not going to give him?
So if you bet
Well,
$10 on Brady to win MVP, you win 8.
Yeah, something like that.
That's garbage.
Wow, fuck, that's
You
that's
bet
odds.
10 on Foles, you win 30. And he's the
I like that
second.
Deion
That's a
Lewis
little
20 to
that's a
1
little
though.
much. Player to score first. That's a good one. This
I can
is
see
early.
Gronk.
We'll do this again next week. Maybe I'll
Gronk
pull
or
up some
Zach
more.
Ertz, a tight end.
I think
People forget about tight ends.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Well, Gronk is on
Fields at 12-1. I like that too.
on concussion protocol now. But obviously, he'll probably be good by the Super
He'll
Bowl.
be fine.
It doesn't look like they need him anyway.
Yeah,
Guy's
I would go with
semi-retarded
the field
anyways.
for
Who
sure.
cares if he gets concussions?
I would absolutely go with the field.
Who do you think it's
Oh,
going to be,
never
heads or
mind, I didn't
tails?
see.
Can we make the pick? Can we do heads or tails pick right
Tails
now?
never fails.
No, we'll do it next week. I just want to do an early version of
I
this.
already picked.
I just picked. I said tails.
Huh? The coin toss?
Let's do it right now. You got a coin?
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, well, you poor bastard.
I had a beer cap, but I threw it at Josh.
Team to score first. Patriots are favored.
Yeah.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
What? Well, the Patriots are favored to win by 5.5, so
Oh. Will there be a safety?
no,
You don't think so?
Maybe. I don't think so.
I don't think Tom Brady is smart enough to get sacked in the end zone, or too dumb enough. I mean,
he's not smart enough to get
you
sacked.
know what I meant.
What?
But I can see Nick Foles getting safety, pulling a fucking Dan Orlovsky and running out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
surprised
see
this is
anything
even
happening.
on there. Will there be overtime?
I can see an overtime.
I don't think so. No.
Great.
We had the
You can
first
see
one
overtime?
in history
That's like
last
one
year.
of the nicest things you've ever said about the Eagles, and you didn't even say they were going to win. You said you could
All
see
this
them
shit's
tying in
fucking rigged
regulation.
anyways, so it doesn't even
That's
matter.
true. Yeah.
It's all rigged. Can you comment on this?
Brady and the refs.
Can I comment? Yeah, I can comment.
There's
on
no
that.
comments right now, so put
First?
something funny.
He saw it, so I'm
Put
assuming
balls.
that works. Can you put the number in your phone?
It's already on my phone.
Oh,
Balls. Comment balls.
balls?
Just put balls.
First? Do I put first? First?
No.
Oh, just balls?
Balls. Yeah.
Post. Balls. So if you go, yeah. Okay.
Handyman, an absolute tool. That's so good.
Yeah. So, Josh, you're, what are you doing there? You good?
You want me to?
Let me get all set up here real quick. So, we're going to have Brian Baldinger on right now. Make sure I got all this shit going.
You got a song for it?
I do, actually.
fly.
Baldy time. Baldy time.
No, I think I'll just use what I used last time.
The most interesting man in the world.
That's what you called him, so I think that's what we'll
Boring.
have
He's
to...
never going to want to be on again. He's like, damn, these guys need new material.
Am I calling?
Yeah.
You're gonna warn me. You're gonna open my phone.
That is your fucking warning.
It's about to ghost you.
You're starting it, Paul.
Stay on the line while your call is completed. Long distance charges may apply.
They won't.
Are you ready for some football?
There he is, Brian Baldinger.
That's his voicemail.
Oh, shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Wait, how do you know that, you creeper?
Because they call him all the time on 97.5 when he's supposed to be on and he's sleeping.
He's not coming.
that's
I told
his-
you he was going to
We'll
ghost.
try again.
Yeah, we'll get
He's
her.
a busy man.
We'll give her a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I'm not gonna
The
wait
music's still
forever.
playing in the
I'm
back
hungry.
anyway.
I've
Yeah, me
eaten all day. Josh's stomach's making me hungry.
You know,
No
it's me
homo.
digesting because I got to take a shit, right? It's not me being
What are
hungry.
you digesting? A fucking
Salad.
salad?
Yeah, with a full breast of chicken.
A chicken breast salad.
Yeah. With cucumbers and green pepper and onion and sliced almonds and
Almonds in it?
yeah, some
When you
little.
go to Remarks?
No, I go to my mom and she makes it for me every morning.
Oh, can she make me some?
Ask her. She was just on Instagram.
I'll pay her, like,
Pear,
yeah.
quarter birdie.
Kind of like this song.
Go tree fitty.
About tree fitty. I don't know.
All right,
Alright, so
so
Park's
I'm
gonna
just
be
waiting.
okay.
So tell him we'll have him on next week. And then,
You're such a hater, man.
but why?
You send
I
him
don't
a
know
heart.
why you said. Yeah, I did. I said I talked to your voicemail.
Then you sent a heart.
Yeah, you,
No, I sent that
you're-
before.
You're definitely creeping him out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are you ready for some football?
That fucked me up so bad.
Yeah, he goes, "Are you ready for some football?" And then he goes, "Baldy here." Blah blah blah. Blah. Then he's at the end. He says like "Bella Giannata" or something. It's some Italian thing for something.
So he trolled the shit out of Paul.
Bella
Yeah.
Giannata.
He got you.
Clip it.
He get all fucking.
Hey,
clipped
there he
is.
His voicemail. I was like, what?
it. Ryan, shut up. You fucking thought that was him too.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Did I
you're
say something?
in your head. You
I
were
don't
like,
know. I have the memory of a goldfish.
well, we'll give him a minute anyway. I'll see if he replies to
He
me
ain't
here.
coming. He's ghosting us.
Sure.
Ghosting us like he swiped right.
Is it right or left?
I don't know.
I don't know how it works either.
For what? If it's positive, it's right. If he's saying no, it's left. So you press left.
Yeah, maybe
Josh
left.
knows he's on that shit every
I
day.
actually haven't been on.
Huh.
Is this better?
Can you not do that?
Sorry.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
So what's our next topic?
Okay. Well, let's jump into these awards then.
Good.
We'll do some picks here. For
How many awards are there?
well, there's a bunch. I just
Okay, let's start it.
Oh, you want me to play an intro song for that?
No, we don't need one. We're good.
Josh, do you want an intro song
Oh,
for that?
yeah,
yeah.
go number
Word
2.
document all set
Number
up?
2. I did actually make 1, 2, and 3 this week.
All right, go 2.
2? All right. Good.
Pick segment.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Oh, this is a tough one. This is tough. This is a tough game. It's a very tough one. It's a tough pick.
Oh, come on.
Can we finish analyzing? Oh, I enjoy filling holes. Fuck.
Hello.
Gets me every single time. I know it's coming.
Why do I get the most mic time on that shit?
Because you're the drop king.
Yeah, you're the drop master, man.
I guess so.
You're definitely the drop
I have the
master.
biggest itch in my back right now. There's nothing I can do.
Paul,
about
you got it.
I have what?
Can you
His
scratch?
back.
Can you scratch my back, please?
No, I'm good.
Use the floor.
Yeah, you can just use the floor.
I might
Instagram
just get
Live
up
it.
and just fucking hit that post up real quick right there.
Chair's not doing it for you?
No, it's like my sweater's bunching up, and it's like the way the fucking wood is bent. It's just weird.
Okay. Well, Josh, we'll kind of just fire these off, and then if you have any comments on it, then
This first one, I
Briefly,
definitely have a comment.
Nobody cares.
Coach of the Year. It's first right off the hop. These are
Doug
the
Peterson.
You agree?
What?
You agree?
Is that what you're gonna say?
It has to be Doug Peterson.
Does it?
Everybody was saying Sean McVay before, right?
yeah.
The Eagles beat Sean McVay in the regular, or Doug Peterson beat Sean McVay in the regular season. Then they go into the playoffs and beat the team that beat Sean McVay's team.
Okay.
And they're in the freaking Super Bowl.
Baldy's
Baldy's
calling
calling me.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Yeah, you
oh,
ready?
shit. Yeah,
Ready?
1 second.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, go. We're good. Brian Baldinger.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys?
You got Paul, Josh, and Ryan here from the Sportscasting Couch. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man.
Good. Glad to have you on
Yeah,
again.
well,
Thank you for
Wednesday.
coming back.
Yeah.
Josh was really excited to talk to you again. I mean,
Yeah.
Eagles are in the Super Bowl, so, you know,
All good, right?
boners
World's
all around.
doing
I
all
guess.
right now. Good place.
Yeah, they're playing really well. So, Josh, what do you got for him?
Well, let's just start with a quick question I had about the Eagles coaching staff. John DiFilippo and Jim Schwartz were both rumored to be one of the top head coaching candidates this year, and it doesn't really look like either of them are going to get a head coach. But I think I heard that DiFilippo might get an offensive coordinator job. Have you heard anything?
Well, he should. I mean, both of them should be head coaches. That happens sometimes. They pick the wrong guys. He was offered the position with the New York Jets last year, and Jeffrey Lurie wouldn't let him out. So I'm sure there's going to be a demand. Obviously, the way Nick Foles has played, the way that Carson Wentz improved this year. I mean, I don't think there's anybody better in the country right now to develop quarterbacks than Jeff Filippo. So if I just got hired to be a head coach, I would do everything I possibly could to get John DiFilippo in to be my offense coordinator. I think it'd be a great hire.
Mm-hmm. With Nick Foles, you mentioned how well he's doing now. When he was first on the Eagles with Chip Kelly, their offense was a lot more of the short passes. Even when he had that great season with them, it wasn't like they were throwing it deep down the field. But then last week, it seemed, I don't know, was there 5-6 deep attempts that they had, which we really haven't seen that all season. Was that something in the Vikings defense, or was it just their game plan?
Well, there was a couple of occasions, where the protection was really good, and Nick was under duress, and there was a scramble drill going on, and one guy's going deep, and on 2 occasions that wasn't really the design of the play. They took the design away, but Nick did a good job of extending the play and keeping his eyes down the field. That's something that John DiFilippo really works 3 days a week on his quarterbacks with for an hour a day, including game days. So obviously the coaching really took over there, but guys really saw an opening. The touchdown on Jeffrey down the right sideline. I mean, That was a scramble drill. That wasn't the design of the play. And Mike Rowe, the wide receiver coach, is a guy that's really harped on that scramble drill and who goes deep, who comes short, who gets into the vision. And you can see that coaching really since the third play of the season with Nelson Aguilar caught a 51-yard touchdown from Carson Wentz on a broken play. I mean, that has been a big part of this offense all year.
Hey, Baldy, it's Ryan here. I'm just going to ask this question earlier, but I'll ask it to Josh here. And I know you're an avid Eagles fan, but I'm going to flip the script here a little bit. And I asked him earlier, how do the New England Patriots game plan to win and beat the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, first of all, Ryan, I'm a football fan.
Oh, okay.
Now, I did play for the Eagles, and I live in Philadelphia, so I do a lot of stuff locally here, so it's smart business to be an Eagle fan. But above all, I'm a football fan. Look, the Patriots are going to do things in this game that they haven't shown all year because they game plan specifically for the opponent, so they haven't seen the Eagles. So the things that they do for the Eagles will be things that they have not done all year. It could be personnel. Last week, Ricky Jean-Francois and James Harrison started the game. They wanted two of their strongest run defenders to play to shut down Leonard Fournette. Now, maybe they have a big role in this game. Maybe they don't. It all depends on who they're playing. And so there are specific game plans. I mean, if they think that this front four of the Philadelphia Eagles is going to cause havoc, they're going to go to the short passing game. They're going to go to the toss running game. They're not going to allow the Eagles front four to dominate this game the way they did against the Minnesota Vikings. So whether it's by protection, whether it's by formation, whether it's by Brady getting rid of the ball quickly on the game and the short game, and they'll do that. But they will do things in this game that are specific to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Now let's go the other way. Now, how do the Eagles beat the Patriots? Because I know the Patriots have one of the best offenses in the league, statistically on paper, right? And the Eagles have the best defense in the league on paper. So this is a classic offense versus defense. And we've all heard it, defense wins championships and whatnot, right? But you look at, like, the spread going into this game, the Patriots are the clear favorite and things like that. How do the Eagles go out and, game plan and stop, one of the greatest quarterbacks and the greatest coaches to ever participate in the game of football?
Well, the Eagles beat the favored Minnesota Vikings last week because they dominated the trenches on both sides of the ball. The offensive line dominated the line of scrimmage, and the defensive line dominated scrimmage. And that's really what has carried them all year. Even when Carson Wentz was on his way to being the league MVP, he was getting extra time by the protection. The running game opened up. I mean, there was a reason why they traded for Jay Ajayi. He's an elite player. He showed it last week against the Vikings. So he can make yards where there's absolutely nothing there. So that's the Eagles' formula, is that, they design certain plays. They'll go, unbalanced offensive line, run away from it. They do a lot of different subtle things to game plan for an opponent. But ultimately, they've been very, very good in the trenches. And the tight ends are a big part of it, and in the run game, the defending the run, I mean, they rush the quarterback every play. They play the run on the way to the quarterback. And it's cliche, but that's how they play it. They play on the other side of the line of scrimmage, and they just keep pressuring you. And so they take a lot of the things away by the way they attack. And that's something that the Patriots are going to have to deal with.
So what you're saying is, get pressure on Brady, make him uncomfortable, dominate the line of scrimmage, and that's the key to victory?
Well, the worst thing that Tom Brady can have when he wants to throw the ball is quick pressure in his face. If you have Von Miller coming off the edge, if you have Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, Chris Long coming off the edge, he knows how to step up and avoid that. But when he can't step up, that's when he struggles. That's when all quarterbacks struggle. So you'll see Fletcher Cox line up on David Andrews. You'll see, bear front where they cover up both guards in the center, and they'll let Fletcher Cox drive the center right back into the lap of Tom Brady. I mean, there'll be subtle things to get as much pressure in front of Tom Brady so he can't step up and he has a hard time stepping into his throws. Now, whether they could do that or not, I don't know. But you will see that on February 4th.
Okay.
It's Paul here. I wanted to touch on Tom Brady for a second. Just we're looking at one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback of all time to play the game. In 2002, they got their first Super Bowl, and in the last 16 years, they're sitting on 5 now. Do you see them getting a 6th? I mean, we're not doing our picks this week for it, but I want to get your opinion. Who you actually think is going to win the Super Bowl? And do you think we'll see another quarterback in our lifetime like Tom Brady?
Carson Wentz.
Shut up.
Well, if Nick Foles defeats the New England Patriots, is Nick Foles going to be that guy?
Uh-oh.
The GOAT.
Carson Wentz that guy? I mean, look, Tom Brady is going to start his 38th playoff game.
Jesus.
Madness.
Now, if you just do the math, if you play
We're really
3
bad at math
playoff
on this
games
show.
a year, if you played 3 playoff games a year, you'd have to do that for 13 years. Now, the idea that anybody is going to have a 13-year career. Now, I know Drew Brees has, Brett Favre did, and Tom Brady has, but by and large, 13 years. Tom Brady, Troy Aikman didn't play 13 years, and Tony Romo didn't play 13 years. And most guys don't play 13 years. He did it. He went. You got to go 13 straight years and at least 3 playoff games a year to catch Tom Brady right now. He'll probably add on to it next year.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a guy that knows how to play in the postseason and knows what these games are all about. And the whole team knows he knows what it's all about. So they take his cue. So do I think he's going to win? I think the Eagles are going to win this game. I mean, I'll just say it right now. I think the Eagles are going to win. And that's no disrespect whatsoever to Tom Brady. I mean, Jacksonville had him at 20-10 with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They couldn't finish it. Atlanta had them 28-3 in the third quarter. They couldn't finish it. I mean, teams have gotten the Patriots down. They just haven't been able to finish it. They have seen this offense struggle for long stretches of important games. They just couldn't finish it. I think the Eagles have what it takes to finish the game.
Okay. Now, you mentioned kind of Tom Brady can do it again next year. Now, with Matt Patricia going to the Detroit Lions, which I kind of want your opinion on that. Like, how do you think his success is going to be in Detroit? There's only been really one coach in the last maybe 10 years who's actually had a good winning record. Can't think of his name right now, but how do you think Matt Patricia is going to do over there? And then what do you think the Patriots are going to do next year as far as, it's probably going to be Brady and Belichick as far as coaching staff goes?
Well, I think Matt Patricia should be looked at as a head coach. He's coached a lot of fine defenses. I mean, if you pick up James Harrison on December 26th and he's starting for you on, January 21st in the biggest game they played all year and playing 32 snaps, somebody got him ready to play. Somebody had to teach him the system. I mean, he knows how to teach. He knows how to put people in a good position. They lost all kinds of great players this year, starting with Dante Hightower. Nothing has really changed. They brought in a really good player in Stephon Gilmore, but he had no idea what he was doing the first month of the season. They gave up a lot of big touchdowns as a result. But he's a lockdown corner right now. He got better as the season went on. So, I mean, coaching is about teaching. It's about developing players. It's about having a philosophy. So I think Matt Patricia has learned a lot from Bill Belichick. He is a physicist by nature. He's very smart, understands math, angles, geometry, all those important things that play into football. And look, nobody won in New Orleans before Sean Payton got there. And there's been a lot of bad franchises that got turned around with good coaches. And so let's give Matt Patricia a good 3-year sample to see what he could do to turn around, a franchise that hasn't won in over 60 years.
All right, so we were just getting into, as you called us, actually the awards for the year. Curious on your thoughts if Wentz actually has a chance to win the MVP.
I think he should be the MVP. Joe Montana won the MVP one year when he played 13 games. He played 13 games. He was second in the league in touchdown passes. He got set to Russell Wilson, who had one more. But if you look at touchdown percentage, that means touchdowns per passes thrown. he was so much further in front of Russell Wilson and Tom Brady, the next two. 7.5% of his passes went for touchdowns.
Now, what about
the only guy that's close to that was Peyton Manning when he had 10% passes back when he set the record with 55. But, they got him to the league's best record, and they won in Los Angeles, and they won and lost, twice, and they dominated the NFC East, and they had the number one seed because of Carson Wentz. So I think he should be the league MVP.
Now, what about Coach of the Year?
Well, I think there's a lot of candidates. I think Doug Peterson. I think you'd be foolish if you don't consider Doug Peterson. Here he is with his team in Super Bowl 52 representing the NFC. But I could certainly, look at a guy like Sean McVay in Los Angeles and the job that he did, the record that he had, the offense that he produced, the quarterback that he turned around. I mean, all those things are very capable. I could give serious consideration to Bill Belichick, the way that he dominated the AFC this year with a roster that has been heavily turned over from a year ago. So I think all three of those guys are serious contenders.
Have you seen anything like this ever before? With I can pretty much say probably every Eagles fan, Jason LaCamfora, I think it was, that said that Doug Peterson is I think he said it was like the worst coach of all time or something or the most unqualified coach of all time. He went from that to now he's in the Coach of the Year talks. Have you seen anyone climb that much that quick?
Well, I've seen Bill Parcells turn bad teams around. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys were 5-11 3 years in a row, and the next year he went in there. He had them in the playoffs. So there's been good coaching. I mean, Sean Payton did a great job in New Orleans. Now, he's got a lot of help. He's got a really great front office. Joe Douglas, really in charge of personnel, has put this roster together. Howie Roseman has done a great job making some important trades. The locker room is as good a locker room as there is in the league. There's no cancers in there. A bunch of guys that really love the game, love to practice the game. There's no distractions like that. Doug's got a really good staff. We've mentioned DiFilippo and Frank Reich. But, when you look at Mike Groh, the wide receiver coach, and Jeff Stoutland and Jim Schwartz, they got a lot of really good coaches. So, Doug's got a really good system around. He's got a real good team around him. And really, all these guys out there that make these comments, they don't know what's going on in NovaCare. They don't understand the locker room. They don't know these players. And so they just say these things based off of a resume or whatever else. But the fact is that for 2 years in a row, I would say in the 34 games that the Eagles have played under Doug Peterson, that they have been prepared and ready to play in every game that Doug Peterson has been the head coach. And you can't ask for anything more from your head coach.
A big thing this year for the Eagles, especially in the playoffs once they lost Carson, was the crowd noise. It really helped them get teams off the field and get in their heads. Obviously, that's going to be very hard for Philadelphia fans to travel to a Super Bowl, pay all that big money for a ticket. Do you think that'll be a big factor in this game that could actually hurt them a lot?
Well, typically there isn't much of a crowd reaction in Super Bowls. I mean, Eagle fans, there'll be 10,000, minimum of 10,000 Eagle fans there. There might be 20,000. There'll be a lot of fans that are going to go. But there's going to be a lot of Patriot fans that are going to go too. But there's a lot of 3-minute timeouts. There's a 1-minute, halftime. There's a long pregame. Typically, the crowd isn't a big part of these playoff games. But even if it is, the Eagles have gone up to Seattle this year, and it doesn't get any louder than Seattle. So I think they'll have something in place if, for some reason people really start, cheering against the Eagles or make it difficult for them. I think, Jason Kelsey and the offensive line and Nick Foles, I think they'll have a pretty good system in place to handle it.
Do you think there's any chance at all, say Eagles win the Super Bowl this year, Nick Foles is the Super Bowl MVP, is there any chance that they start him next year over Carson? Or they think about moving on from Carson, anything? Okay.
No.
Perfect answer.
Nick Foles is the backup quarterback and he's doing his job, and so there's no chance. Carson Wentz is a superstar in this league and is going to be for a long time. He is an elite talent, and there's no chance. I mean, Nick Foles was the Pro Bowl MVP, 5 years ago. But that didn't do anything for him. He got traded the following year. So he'll do his job is as a backup quarterback is to come in here and win games, and that's what he's done. And Nick Foles may be thought of as a starting quarterback in some other places. I kind of doubt it. I don't think anybody's going to pay him $15 or $20 million to go play and be the starting quarterback. But I think they realize that the team around Nick is really good, and Nick is playing at a high level in these last 2 weeks. But Carson Wentz is the most important player in this entire team.
We're going to wrap up here. We really appreciate your time, Baldy, as always. We definitely want to have you on again because Josh loves talking to you, mainly. But we're talking to Baldy here. You're on the Meatlocker. Just plug all your stuff there and let our listeners that we have know where they can listen to you.
Well, you can find me, on the Meatlocker on 97.5, the Fanatic in Philadelphia. You can find me on the Meatlocker Podcast with Anthony Gargano and Ron Jaworski. You can get that on iTunes. You can find me on the NFL Network, on NFL.com, on YouTube, Baldy's Breakdowns on YouTube. And you can find me on Twitter at BaldyNFL, hashtag Baldy's Breakdowns.
Perfect.
And you can basically just ruin your day at work watching football all day.
And that's basically what I get paid for daily.
And then quickly, right before you go, you did say the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. Give us a score prediction.
I think the Eagles will win this game, and I think they'll win, I'll say 27-24. And I think they defend Tom Brady at the end of this game and don't allow them to take it down and score in the final seconds the way he has in some of these other championship games. So I like the Eagles 27-24 in this game.
I actually had the Jags last week 27-24 over the Patriots, which was really close. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
alrighty.
24-20. They just need a touchdown.
Yeah. Baldy, appreciate it. Thank you as always.
All right, guys.
We'll be in touch, man.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me, guys. All right, man.
Thank
Take
you.
care now.
Have a good night.
Continue good luck.
There you have it, Baldy from the NFL Network.
You better put a heart next to his name in your phone.
Really
That's
cool.
true.
Yeah. It's cool. He's a really nice guy to help us out. Kind of get our name on the map with Eagles fans and, anybody who really watches the NFL Network. It's great to have him on. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit of football, but we'll jump back into our.
Oh damn it! I forgot a question. It wasn't a serious.
Answer right
no one
now.
gives
You
a
won't know.
fuck.
I wanted him. I wanted him to talk to the.
Answer the question.
Brian
okay.
will answer. Ask him as if it was Baldy.
All right, Ryan, can
No.
you do me a favor tomorrow when you're at 97.5 The Fanatic and talk to the producers and let them know that they need to make sure that the Meatlocker podcast is on iTunes because it's been the last 5 weeks I've had to tweet at them and they haven't done it.
No, Josh, fuck you. That's what he would have said.
I thought he was going like, can you let 97.5 know that I need a job?
Hire me. I'll be your
But
midday.
let's jump back into our sportscasting culture words here.
Before you do that, can you change the colons in your fucking document here? Why is there space after that?
I always do that. I don't know why.
That's fucking stupid. That's so bad.
Such a waste of space.
Yeah, no, that's not
Like
even,
Ryan?
How many
not
extra
grammatically correct. Look at it. It looks like we're fucking
Coach of the year, Ryan. What you got?
He
Doug
said
P?
Doug P.
Very
I
special
think.
guy.
Sean McVay. 'Cause
Hugh
fuck
Jackson?
Josh.
Really?
I think Sean McVay will do it because look what he did to a franchise that was
Is it Mac?
fucking
The Eagles were
abysmal last season.
abysmal last 2 years.
They weren't abysmal. They weren't Rams abysmal.
Oh.
Rams were abysmal last year. They had
That's
bust of a
Jeff
quarterback
Fisher. That's why
that
Jeff
nobody
Fisher's
had
just
faith
garbage.
in, and then they
I
get
don't
the
think
youngest the youngest coach in the league to come in and flip that
I don't
whole
think it's an
team
A.
upside down.
I don't think it's MAC,
Yeah, I don't know.
but I don't know. Who cares? He
Whatever.
sucks.
Well,
matter.
okay. So Sean McVay and Doug Peterson. I mean, number 1 and 2 if you really look at who's going to be considered for that.
Mm-hmm.
Young guy to come in and turn that fucking
Exactly.
offense. And
So
do the
Offensive
best.
player of the year.
let's jump offensive player. Yeah. Who you got?
You got to go with Todd Gurley.
Okay.
What will you? He killed it all year. He's not
Yeah.
going to win my MVP, so might as well give him offensive player.
All right. Ryan?
I can't think of a defensive player though.
Yeah, you'll get it.
I'll think by the time.
I'm gonna go Carson Wentz,
Wow.
offensive
Okay.
player of the year.
Wow.
I don't think he wins MVP.
You heard it here first. I don't even care. You gave him an award.
I think they give him they feel bad for him because he's got brittle knees, and then they give him
It's just
that.
one.
What?
All right, D player.
Yeah, this one's fucking easy.
Oh, I see.
Fucking
Lattimore?
It's easy, but you're
What?
not. That's
No.
defensive rookie.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
fucking,
oh, I did. Oh, yeah, that's what I was missing here.
fuck's
What are
his
you
name?
fuck-
I forget his fucking name. Aaron Donald.
He
Hands
sucked.
down. What? Guy was the most dominant defensive player all year.
No.
Yeah.
Fletcher Cox was a lot more
Oh,
dominant
fucking
at
gosh.
defensive
Get
tackle.
the fuck out. Like, nobody...
Well, it was true. He absolutely dominated every
Who'd you
single
say,
person
Ryan?
he played against. But I
Aaron
wasn't
Donald.
picking on
Is it AA, Ron?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
defensive
No one's going to look at
player
this.
of the year. You know, I'll go crazy, and I'll go Luke Kuechly, just because of the fact of when he went out for those few games, the team looked completely different. Their defense did not look like they were anything special at all. He comes back and then brings them to the playoffs. They didn't do anything in the playoffs, but he's clearly a big part of the team.
All right, let's go.
Josh, go
Offensive
first, 'cause I
rookie
know
of
what
the
he's
year.
gonna say.
Offensive rookie.
Alvin Kamara.
Kamara? Yeah.
They're both Alvin Kamara, offensive rookie there. He was unstoppable. What about you, Ryan?
I don't want to pick the same pick as you, so I'm going to go with Leonard Fournette.
Paxton Lynch? Oh, okay.
That's actually a good pick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, it's really.
Definitely a good pick, yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
See that or Juju Smith-Schuster?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would be third for sure out of those three.
What about the rushing leader? Well, not the rushing leader, but
The Russian?
The
Russian leader?
Isn't Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt, but he got hurt. Well, sort of Fournette, but Kareem Hunt after
He started out strong.
and
Very
just
strong, and
fizzled
then Andy Reid got into the playbook and said, "Hey, we're not running it anymore."
Yeah, that's an unfortunate. Imagine Kareem Hunt in Jacksonville's fuck off. Nobody wants to be there. Okay.
Everybody wants to be there.
Nobody
They're
wants
the
to be
Super
there.
Bowl.
All their fucking light poles have Crisco on them now.
Yeah.
Do I go defensive rookie first?
Imagine.
Well, I'm going to pick Lattimore, so it doesn't matter.
Hey,
I can't say
imagine.
that shit.
Hold on. Imagine the next day when there's people that just don't give a shit about football and they're going to work and they go to push the fucking crosswalk button and their fingers full of Crisco.
Apparently it was like
so
frozen
fucking
Crisco
pissed.
on the pole. People were still climbing them.
I'm so pissed.
Still climbing up.
They were still climbing them,
I'm
saying,
gonna
fuck
go with
Crisco.
Defensive
Marshawn
rookie.
Lattimore. We're both going.
Yeah,
Marshawn
we're both going Lattimore.
He's
by far the
by
defensive
far
rookie.
standout. Just push Yeah, sure. That's fine.
What do you mean? Were you
Who's Marson?
Marson?
Who's Marson?
Is it CSHAWN?
It's
I don't
not
fucking
spelled
know.
like Marshawn
That's
Lynch.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just
You
like
put
that.
Son, yeah.
Nobody's gonna see this.
Okay, yeah, that's an easy pick.
This one bothers
You guys
me.
have been talking
This is
about it
JJ
all year,
Watt.
though. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
Could you fucking stop hitting my mic stand?
But you guys been saying it, pretty much all year, and you have it. Well, Josh has, you have the offensive and defensive rookie of the year on one team, which is fucking incredible. So how do you see
And
them?
they could have more. Like, they had a lot of different rookies that played big parts on their team.
Now, as far as the rookies go, that you have Fournette, Kamara, and Lattimore, of all the rookies, really Kareem Hunt, do you see them really jumping into next year and being a big factor like they were
Absolutely.
this year?
We'll have to see. It's always different with rookies. Some of them have a big second year, like Carson Wentz this year. He went from, you learn the speed of the game and then you're different the next year. But some of them, they get figured out. The defense figures you out and they know what to do to cancel out what you do best.
I wonder
So it
if
all
that
depends.
will kind of happen with, I think that might be a little more prominent with a running back, just because look at what New England did. They adjusted at half and completely shut down that running game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think other teams are going to look at that next year, see what adjustments they kind of made, and play to that kind of strategy. If you have a really good, film room and people in that film room to break down tape and stuff, you should have somebody good enough to kind of make.
The Jags need to get a quarterback if they want to have a chance of not getting shut down by just stopping the run.
Well,
That's what it is.
that's. Do you see Blake Bortles, kind of doing the same thing next year? Or do you think he's going to?
I don't see how they can replace him just because of how far he took them. He didn't do terrible, but you could just tell he doesn't have an elite arm. He's not some top end quarterback like Paxton Lynch or something, But he, I don't know.
Well, anyway, now this is something that we talked about earlier in the year with Tom Mazaway too. I proposed the question of, will we have the first year where we have two Walter Payton Man of the Year awards, J.J. Watt and that guy from the Eagles.
Chris Long, he gave up his whole. That's
Chris
what I was saying.
Long,
It's
but
kind of
now
weird
he's
that he
not
didn't
even
even make it to the top three.
Not even a fucking finalist.
He's done so much, even like the most recent with the dog mask stuff. They made a T-shirt for the dog stuff, and all the proceeds that were made from it, and they sold I think it was like 40,000 or something.
Eagle and their fan base is trash.
Okay, well they sold a bunch of shirts and they gave them to Philadelphia schools and stuff. So he's done so much for the city of Philadelphia and for St. Louis, all the places he's played. But
I do want to make
J.J. Watt made so much money for
J.J.
it.
Watt.
Like,
Write
it's,
it down.
Okay. I do want to make a point that I did crack a beer during that interview, so.
Oh my God.
More cheers, more beers, man. That's it. That's all.
I thought you were gonna do it. I thought you were gonna interrupt him, and I was gonna get so mad.
That was the biggest eye roll I've ever seen out of Ryan. So you're both going J.J. Watt with that. Now, you did bring up a point earlier too, Ryan, in the season when I kind of brought up this question, was that, you know, it wasn't him donating that money. It was, you know, him
Using
basically
his platform.
his face was behind that cause.
Yep.
So does that really make an effect on, you know, what Greg Olson has done or Benjamin Watson? Like, you still just think that's, I mean, it was an incredible cause, so I guess you can't really take that away from J.J. Watt. Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should have. I don't really think there should be really a fucking man of the year. Like, just give it to all three of these guys. They've done such an incredible job, and plus the others, that, except for Kaepernick. But
Damn.
no, I'm just kidding. Kaepernick's done a good job, but he's been popping up a lot in the news during the season. And do you see him playing in the NFL next year at all, or
Probably not.
or in
He's
you know
definitely been
CFL like
blackballed.
Manziel, our boy?
It's crazy. That could be something if he goes to CFL, proves himself. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's a
pretty crazy.
Manziel update. I keep messaging. Here's my messages to Manziel from Saturday. It goes, hi, hello, hola, hello, yo, Manziel, brah, sup, Manny, ay.
Has he even read it?
Read
Because
it.
he doesn't follow you, so he probably doesn't even get them.
Oh, he gets them.
Oh, he gets them.
Oh, he gets them.
All right, Ryan, who you got? MVP?
The biggest award,
Tom Brady.
the Sportscasting Coach MVP award.
You're not actually picking Tom Brady, are you?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
He didn't even play that well.
Give us
Tom
He
Brady.
sucks.
give us the breakdown right now. You get a minute or two, whatever.
The GOAT.
That's it.
It is pretty crazy how like some of the best players
Can't
like,
give an MVP to someone that doesn't have a knee, so fuck him. Tom Brady.
you can.
Tom Brady.
That's it. Just because he's the GOAT, you don't want to break it down. Okay. Josh, you get
But
the
it is pretty
platform for a
crazy if you
couple
think
minutes.
about like LeBron James, like the top players that you
James.
know are like the best in the league, how they don't win MVP just because it's expected of them to do it every year. Like Tom Brady probably should have won a lot more MVPs than he's won.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. I'm going Carson, obviously. I don't think that was everybody knew. All four of them listening.
That's it.
Well, he's
Just
just
start-
it took
break it down. It's
like,
MVP. It's the
like
biggest award.
Baldy said, it took all the other quarterbacks.
Who led the league in touchdowns after this? After the regular
Russell Wilson
season?
by one touchdown that it took him till week 17 to get it. Carson
then
was
who-
second.
Who was third?
I don't know.
Tom Brady.
Carson didn't play for 3 or 4 games, whatever it was, and 3.5 games.
Because he busted his knee.
Yeah, because of Ryan.
Can't be valuable when you're on the bench.
Well, he's pretty valuable on the bench, actually.
Is he?
He's been helping Foles a lot.
He helped Foles. He talk to me. He gives them all.
I don't have a list, Brian.
I'm sorry.
It's really rude.
When I look at you, I feel like
So that's pretty much our breakdown for the awards. And
yeah. Take us out.
what's all this shit you've been sending me now on Instagram here, Josh?
I don't know, probably
Fucking-
Eagle stuff now since it's the
Oh,
only thing that's on
garbage.
Instagram.
Oh, I love this. Did you see this?
Oh, that was after the game. Just
Jesus Christ.
Some guy with no shirt on an Eagles
Philly was
thing.
basically lawless after the game.
There was
as
0
expected.
arrests after the game. 0 arrests somehow.
I'm surprised.
And there
Oh,
was craziness happening.
I wonder if I can get this on our show. Can I have that cable there? I want to see if I can get this audio to play through. Well, you don't have to fucking throw it.
Yeah,
How
I'm
was I
just
gonna give
speaking
it
to the
to
mic, okay?
Yeah, jeez.
Give me a second.
What?
Can you talk for like 2 seconds?
Pick 5. Who you want?
Pick 5 for what?
What?
Ryan has the 5th pick in the draft.
Here, let me see if I can get this to work.
Baker Mayfield?
Offensive lineman.
Baker Mayfield.
There's
Okay.
a
Put
interior
Paxton on.
lineman. I read. I was from a mock draft. There's a Notre Dame offensive guard. He's easily the best guard coming out of the college in a very long time. Thanks.
Crazy. Wentz goes down. Big Dick Nick step out.
Big Dick Nick. He was on a I don't even know what channel it was, but it was some news channel.
Some action.
Wentz goes
action
down
cam
and
on.
Big Dick Nick comes in.
Yeah.
I hope he chokes. Get blown out by the Patriots.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Chokes on Carson.
Flashback to like fucking Seahawks Broncos.
I kind of found it cool though. I mean, it's
Not
kind
just
of
in your face the entire
the
Super Bowl. Just
the skull
fucking
champ, but they did.
I was on your side.
howling at you.
Yeah, that's why I'm not coming.
cum.
I'll follow you. I'll be in your house.
Both Super Bowls I
Outside
watched
your
with you from the
fucking window.
Broncos, I cheered them on with you because I'm a good friend. Just remember that.
Well,
Same with the Cardinals.
Let me know how the what the odds are for the Eagles, and I may throw some money on
It's
them.
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I want to see the
It's like plus
it's
190 or
180.
something.
You know,
Yeah,
if that goes up to like 200, 250,
It's not gonna go up.
throw
that
300 on it.
throw 300 on it.
I'm doing
Win
2.
600
I'm doing 2.
plus your 300 back. I think
Lose
it
because
doing 2
fucking
on the
Holly Holm
Eagles.
gets knocked out.
I'm telling you right now, I'm probably.
Speaking of UFC, sorry, did you watch that?
Did I not tell you what was going to happen? I told you Stipe was going to win. You think Stipe is going to beat Ngannou? I was like, yeah, he's going
It
to
was
take
the
him
most
down.
embarrassing shit I've ever watched.
Because the guys got exhausted. He's too
5 minutes
big.
of pure like Stipe took him down and was just like touching him in the face because he was fucking.
He was
gassed,
exhausted too because the guy's huge. You have to constantly muscle through
And
everything.
I just love how Joe Rogan the whole time is like he doesn't even want to get up. His back
No.
is flat on the
Yeah.
mat.
Yeah.
And he's just laying
Ngannou
there.
had nothing. He had nothing left.
After the first round, I was like, oh my god, this fight's fucking over. And we have to watch another fucking.
He
15,
cuts like
20
15
minutes.
pounds to get to heavyweight, whereas Stipe is like 25 pounds under the limit for heavyweight.
But it's crazy. In the first round, he only nicked him a couple times, but you see fucking Stipe's face afterwards.
He's a beast.
Oh, he got tagged
Fucking
once.
Monster. His face almost
It's
fell
yeah,
off.
and he got like a giant bump on his cheek.
Fuck, that guy's a monster.
Oh, it's
He just
crazy.
needs to learn how to like maintain his weight, maintain his energy, and get a fucking
He
ground game.
Someone that big, they're not running on the treadmill. They're not doing sprints
Uh-huh.
outside. They're too big. He's too
You
big.
got to get a goddamn ground game.
Oh
And
yeah.
there was-
He's
the
only been doing
card
it for
was
4.5
okay.
years. Though.
Like the
card kind of sucked. Cormier fight was pretty good just because Cormier.
Cormier just
proved
fucking
he was
man
just
out.
a
I knew that was
beast,
gonna.
yeah.
I picked Osimir for the odds,
Mhm.
but I knew that was gonna happen coming out because as soon as
Osimir
the
looked
fight
good for
started,
like the first 30 seconds. Like he was big and he pushed him away, but you could just tell Cormier was just going to overwhelm him the whole
tired
time.
soon,
Yeah.
and he got tired real fast, and then he got his ass beat.
Yeah.
And there was that one fight where this one guy was like taunting the one dude, the guy with the long hair, kept eating jabs,
Yeah.
and then he got knocked out.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Except I bet on the guy that was taunting. I think I probably had 1 or 2 fights right that day.
Yeah, it wasn't a good
It
one.
was a tough one.
Well, Josh Stradamus might be a new thing because
Shut up. That's mine.
No, you've
can't
been
take
wrong
that
for
from
how
me.
I
long?
can take it from you.
I'm wrong because you're influencing me.
Oh, wait, we didn't do our picks last week. What were the that's why you pick against the
Yeah.
Eagles every week.
Keep influencing my
How
shit.
many games did Ryan pick right last week?
Shut the fuck up. It's fucking playoffs, man.
Yeah, there was
No
two
one
of
will
them.
listen if I pick the same shit as you. Okay?
That'll change.
Yeah.
That'll change it.
We've actually had
Just change
not
You
like,
two pick the same every week because you're in love.
Just
No,
yeah,
I didn't. What are
obviously.
you talking about?
But just change
Yeah,
the
what are
name
you
of the
talking about?
podcast to Ryan
Conference?
versus Josh.
Conference, right? Yeah.
Undisputed.
Embarrassingly, Ryan 0-2.
0-2, Ryan.
I went 1-1.
1-1. Because you picked the Eagles.
And then Josh got the right. Now, you said that you were going to win some money if the Eagles and the Patriots won. How'd you
I didn't because I needed the Patriots to win by 8.
You're a
Oh,
pussy.
you went point spread.
Yeah, I
You
went point
fucked
spread
up,
for the
man.
Patriots.
That was stupid. You should have listened to me. I went 27-24.
Well, if I would have went the money line, it was like minus 400. It wasn't worth it.
Remember all that shit you were talking about, fucking conspiracy theories, how the fucking Vikings were gonna make it to the Super Bowl with the Patriots?
No,
All
I
that
said
shit.
there was a Google gate.
Yeah, and you said
I was
Googlegate,
preparing
all
an
that shit.
excuse just in case.
Obviously.
Now do you see the refs high fiving with Brady, all excited? They're
Yeah,
it's
that's-
clearly
the Eagles are gonna lose.
Yeah,
Brady's
because of
gonna
the
go
ref.
out on his high horse with 3 straight Super Bowls,
Yeah.
and they're gonna rename the league to Brady Football 2000.
It could change.
19.
Lombardi.
Hashtag Paul Logic.
That's pretty much Paul Logic.
It
That
pretty
they're
much
gonna
is.
fucking- yeah.
Congratulations.
But no, I only bring up
What
Josh
are we
Josh
even talking
Stradamus because of the Peyton Manning news for ESPN.
Oh yeah,
You didn't even call that shit.
I pretty much did
Yeah,
a
you
couple
pretty much
times.
did, yeah.
Right on the podcast. Yeah.
It wasn't here, didn't count.
Well, it kind of made sense though. He's the big name to go after you lose John Gruden.
Yeah, really.
I don't
mean-
know if they're going to keep Monday Night Football long though. If they're going to go out of business.
Oh.
Peyton could give that spark, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't stand. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. Watching Monday Night Football, and you got that
Him
big
talking
dumb
in
idiot.
nationwide.
Big dumb idiot. He's not an idiot. He's just fucking dumb looking. I just can't stand his head. It's just.
He's really smart and he's really funny.
He's funny,
on his
dude.
on his.
I just can't see him being a
nationwide commercials.
commentary guy. He talks super low and he talks super slow.
He's
I don't know. It's the way he talks.
He's the guy. Well, he's the Collinsworth. He's just explaining what's happening on the stuff. He's Tony Romo.
Yeah, but he's got a fucking...
He's not the play-by-play.
I don't know.
He won you a Super Bowl.
Oh. No, he didn't.
He was... Well, do you think Brock... You think he would have won with Brock Osweiler?
With that defense, I could have been quarterback.
Defense sucked.
Brock,
was terrible. It's the same defense now, and look what they did. Old as shit.
Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah, the Broncos.
What? That defense. Yeah.
Remember that same... Was it the same defense against the Seahawks?
No.
No? Okay.
A little bit.
Close?
A
little bit.
That's pretty much...
That's it. Take us out.
No.
End it.
I don't want to.
Wrap it up.
I like PUBG, man.
No, it sucks.
Okay, now you end the fucking podcast. We're talking about fucking video games. Wrap it up.
No, we're going to... I want to get... Sean Mack said I can grab his capture card anytime, so I'm going to get that, and we're going to start our random Madden games between you two, and I'm going to learn how to do the capture card and all that shit.
You're going to smash them.
So we have...
Just going to Google the cheat plays for each year.
I can't remember what years they were. 04 to 2018. And then
I'm not playing any of those old ass Madden games that are cheat
you
codes.
are, man.
Oh yeah, I'm the Falcons.
No, it's Xbox 360. Not like real.
Yeah, it's 360.
Yeah, I'm on the Falcons with Michael Vick.
With Vic?
Well,
no, it's not allowed.
It's
your
random
favorite team
teams,
only,
so.
actually. Okay, there you go.
Random it's teams. Random teams.
I got Vic.
Sure.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
So we're going to start that anyway. We'll do some YouTube content on the side to go along with our YouTube stuff. Right now it's just our podcast, which, I mean, who goes on YouTube to really listen to audio? But we've had a few views, not like anything crazy like 10 or 12 here and there a week. And then plus our SoundCloud and iTunes stuff. So we're, you know.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Yeah, that's fucking inappropriate, first of all.
Cut that.
You know I'm not going to.
No one's listening this far anyway.
Highly inappropriate.
They tuned out when they heard.
That's not professional.
William Hung's listening. He's pissed. He's going to get a letter in the mail.
I should actually get him on to get his Super Bowl pick, man.
Shouldn't.
He's not coming back.
It's not professional.
Call him.
You think I can try right now?
You got his number?
No, I don't have his number.
You have him on Facebook, don't you?
I'm so hungry right now.
Are you
End this shit.
Huh? He just said he's hungry.
William Hungry?
William Hungry. I'm trying it one time, and that's it. This is that part in the show where we have a few beers, and then...
It's the part in the show where...
Are you interested in this? Anyone interested in playing on a softball team on Sunday afternoons,
No.
Ryan? Why not?
I have footballs on Saturday, so I can't.
That's Saturday. This is Sunday.
Paul
do you
deleting
know
all
how you
his...
feel after a football game? I can't play a fucking softball game.
Paul deletes all of his messages.
Yeah,
I would never be able to date you.
I can't. Oh, he deleted me.
Oh, no. Play it. Play the song. Play the fucking song. The Alanis Morissette bullshit. Play it. Play it right now. Just fucking play it.
William!
Will you remember me?
Oh, that's too good.
Take us out, Josh.
Bye. I don't have the page.
Lost a fan.
You
man.
really
Facebook.com/sportscastingcoach.
Yeah.
Twitter.com/SC_coach. @sportscastingcoach on Instagram. Sportscastingcoach@gmail.com. YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Hit up William Hung and let him know we're upset.
It's so sad. Fucking
he knew you were going to try to call him again. That's why.
Bastard.
You know what the worst part is? I had his fucking phone number and I deleted it in that original message.
You delete the messages. That's why.
I know. I'm going to have another beer.
You gotta add him, bro.
All right, episode 20. That's a wrap. We'll see you in episode 21 for the Super Bowl.
Hang out with you for a little bit, so make sure you're okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna announce, of course, one more time the Facebook contest that wraps up on Super Bowl day. To win a beanie, all you gotta do is like and share the contest post on our Facebook that is pinned to the top of the page. Thanks again, Brian Baldinger from NFLnetwork.com or whatever the fuck it is.
Shout out to the NRG League in my Madden League.
They're still waiting on you, or?
Huh? Yeah, they're still waiting. I'm supposed to play my playoff.
You mentioned it way too late.
He's trash, full of trash.
They're probably not gonna listen anyway.
Everybody's trash.
Yeah, they will.
They hate
Get us
us.
some listeners.
Nobody's listening.
That's true.
Fuck it.
Tell
This
them
is a
Baldy is on
shorty
today.
goody.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking bye week, so.
Yep.
Now we're gonna have to fake content for the next 7 months.
We're good.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we'll see you in episode 21.
Bye.
See ya. See you.
See you.